Vincent Baxter, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm here with a recording artist, a pastor. He's called Kevin Piwa, and we are talking about urban gospel. What is urban gospel? So I'm here with a pastor who will take us through what urban gospel really means. So Kevin Piwa, welcome.
Charlie, what's up?
Charlie, cool.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
Charlie, so
Welcome to my house.
thank you.
And the first person, this is my first
It be privilege.
Long time.
Okay, so Charlie, plenty people they ask like, what be urban gospel? Because then they see the people, they just wear some caps, some sneakers, some
as not
thing just they jump for stage.
Because under urban gospel we have reggae, we have hip hop, we have Afro pop, we have jazz under urban gospel.
Yeah.
So urban normally means something that is trending.
Oh, okay.
So for me, urban gospel is more like a movement of a new wave of gospel music.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Because you like initially when we talk about urban gospel, we just talk about hip hop,
Okay.
hip hop music, urban gospel. This is urban gospel because it's hip hop. But now we even had Azonto, urban gospel, testimony,
Okay.
shake it like Afro pop like that, and it's transitioned over time. So urban gospel is the movement. It's a movement.
Okay.
It's like what is
A
trending.
new trend.
A new trend of gospel music.
Okay. Let me not catch you short, but bro, before we go continue, I beg watching to the camera and introduce yourself to my people. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, my name is Kevin Piwa. I like saying that because nobody sees it like me.
Yeah.
My name is Kevin Piwa. I'm a pastor. I'm a recording artist, urban gospel artist, contemporary artist. I'm an instrumentalist. I play the keyboard. I play the bass. I play the drums. I'm signed on to Rep Jesus Entertainment at the moment right now. So that's who I am. I'm a father. I'm a pastor. I'm a husband. One time.
Hey, chill. All right. So now let's get into what's the whole concept about urban gospel like?
Okay, you see, first of all, you must understand that every time somebody leaves the kingdom of darkness into the light, Bible says that if a man be in Christ, he has become a new creature.
Yeah.
He said all things are passed away. He said behold. He said see, gaze at the person. He said behold, everything has become new.
Sure.
Now you see, but the thing is that when you enter into the realm of sonship with God, when you get born again, even though your spirit man has been transfigured from what it was to where it was, your flesh is still the same.
Okay.
So your appetite for the world is still the same.
Okay.
Your appetite for the kind of woman you want is still the same. Your appetite for what to drink or what to eat, where to go is still the same. So there are certain tools that God needs to use to create a smooth transition into where you are supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
And that's why urban gospel is important for that transition. For example, when I was in the world, I was a mad freak of Halloween. I listened to a song back to back. Kara, I listened to it back to back. Some of my rap style is from that kind of drive, apart from the truth moving. Now when I moved into gospel, I can't come and start listening to Tego Sisters because it doesn't match the dispositions of where my heart was. Yeah. My heart was with God, but I don't feel like listening to those kind of songs.
You need something that will match.
I need something that will match from where I'm coming from.
Okay.
That's how I got in contact with the truth when I listened to Jive.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
Jesus is for everybody. I listen to Lecrae. I can play the background.
Yeah.
So I came to realize that okay, even I was listening to hip hop now, I can still serve God and I can still be cool. Yeah. I can still be myself. I can still listen to the kind of music I want because mostly it's not the words in the secular songs that get us, but it's just the rhythm. Okay. People don't realize that it's the rhythm that gets us moving. Okay. That's why, excuse me to say, someone like a Chatawale can sit down and do a big boom 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 as a freedom. And people still jump to it because it's not the words, it's the beat. It's the beat. Do you get it? Okay. So why don't we put our message in the beat and help people transition? Okay.
So, I get a lot of people saying, is urban gospel different from the normal gospel? Like, are the urban gospel artists like Kevin Piwa, King's Kid different from the Joe Metals? Or is it a different kind of way they preach?
Yeah, because even though urban gospel is a movement, and I have to say this on camera. Okay. Urban gospel is one of the most organized industry. And this will be very controversial.
You think so?
Yes, I think so.
You guys are united.
This is why.
Okay.
I feel
tell us.
Now, first of all, in every industry there are issues.
Okay.
But in every industry, there should be structures that you can look at. People might controversially say, okay, this is not right, this is not right.
Okay.
But when you look at urban gospel, the structure is very clear.
Okay.
We know, for instance, the person who brought it, who is the leader of the movement. Okay. It's not everybody that supports him, but we know that this is the leader of the movement.
Who?
J Smoke.
He is the leader.
Yes, he is the leader. That's why we call him grandfather.
Okay.
Do you understand? He championed the movement. Okay. So, for example, we have Reggie Rockstone. Reggie Rockstone was not the first
championing the movement made him the
yes.
godfather.
Reggie Rockstone was not the first person to rap tree in Ghana. People were doing that before he came. Yeah. But there has to be somebody who is the falcon, who is the forefront that everybody looks at and say, this person championed it. Okay. He brought together Kingsley, brought together Regardless, preachers. He came to find me in Rapspiration. Yeah. He brought the movement together. Yeah. And that's why he must be put as a leader. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, there are issues when it comes to leadership. Everybody feels that it should be done this way. But we know that that's the leader. Okay. Number two, we have people who are pioneers and we see them.
Who are they?
We know Kingskid is a pioneer. We know Someone is a pioneer. Okay. We know Kevin Piwa is a pioneer. Okay. We know preachers are pioneers. We know Jay Shady is a pioneer.
What makes you one?
Because you started with the movement, not because of how long you've been doing it. Okay. Do you understand? So, you said something before we entered. A lot of people are doing underground, but how many people are in the forefront? Yeah. So it's not how long you've been doing it. I'm sorry, I forgot. Call me Nazareth. I'm sorry. There are a lot of names that comes into play. Sure. One of my artists I love so much, his name is he does spoken word, Madina Church.
Is it Natty?
Natty Ugly.
Okay, Natty Ugly.
Yes, he was there with the movement in the start. Yeah. So we call them pioneers because a lot of people looked at these people and said, "Ooh, this is cool. I want to do it." So you call them pioneers. Okay. Not because they have more numbers than you. Okay. Because most of the new cast now have more numbers than the pioneers. True. Do you understand? Yeah. And because of I usually don't like to call people pioneers, old school and new school, because the movement, even though it's catching fire, is still very new. So people outside don't see who is old and who is new. Because we are all in the same boat. Yeah. But people in the culture know who are the pioneers. They know who is the Godfather. For example, you go on Rap Jesus and you can get every song. There are no industries. Look, these things we have are blessings. Yeah. And let me show you the transition. I want to like bite into this. Okay. For example, let me show you the growth over time. Now, when Kingskid started, nobody knew the guy. Okay. Nobody knew the guy. Okay. But let me tell you how far we've come. Kingskid was nominated. VGMA. Performed on that stage. Okay. Preachers nominated in 2012, I think. Okay. Couldn't perform because they were in South Africa at the time. Yeah. Doing a tour in Kenya. Okay. We have someone that does Vimy concert every time. True. Scott Evans, one of the biggest new cats on the block now, did his concert and he hosted people. Yeah. I did Lifted Hands concert. I've done tours in Malawi. I've been to South Africa to minister, Nigeria to minister. Okay. The movement is getting bigger. Wow. Let me tell you something. In years to come, it's urban gospel that young people are going to be listening to. That's true. And that's just the truth about it.
As I can see, a lot of urban gospel artists are very youthful.
That's just the truth about it. In years to come, they will not be listening to some music. It's urban gospel because they've look at Kingsley, how he was able to gather his fans. He moved through the high school. Yeah. Started the high school tour, catching up. Then people come back home, they finish school and they know Kingsley. Sure. So the movement is growing. But the thing is that it is like a human being. As you're growing, you can't feel it. But because why I think you? That's true. We are in it, so we cannot see the growth. But stand outside and you see how far God has brought us. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I've been getting a lot of messages saying you guys are not really making impact. They see it as mere entertainment. Yeah. What's your take on that?
Well, first of all, what's impact? Impact when it comes to gospel and when it comes to Christianity, impact is winning of souls. Yeah. That's simple as that. Yeah. But when it comes to industry impact, I can tell you that we've made impact winning souls and we've made industry impact. Okay. Mostly now, when I go around and just move, look at, You look around and say, oh, do you know urban gospel? You say, yeah, I know urban gospel.
Okay.
Most TV stations will do interviews on. You say, oh, urban gospel, right? I say, yeah, urban gospel. Okay. They know it.
Okay.
So we've made an impact in Accra, in Ghana, when it comes to urban gospel, and also we've made impact when it comes to souls. I was at Amplify 2016.
King's Kids concert.
King's Kids concert.
Right.
King's Kid is an urban gospel artist.
Yeah.
Single-handedly hosted that show.
Yeah.
He's been to the mall with people packed everywhere.
Yeah.
Hosting shows.
True.
We have one mic sessions. We went to Kumasi CCC.
Yeah.
You should see how the halls were packed.
Okay.
So physically, we've even done the impact. And do you know how many souls that people write me every day? Don't Judge Me is like 9 years now.
Yeah.
First song I released when I came.
That's one of my favorites from you.
Yeah. People still text me today from Gambia, from Malawi, from South Africa, from Nigeria. I was doing this, but like testimonies are still coming. So what are you saying when it comes to impact? Are you talking about numbers?
Okay. So what do you think are the causes of people not giving attention to you guys? Because they just think it's just mere entertainment. Some have tattoos, some have earrings and all those kind of stuff. So they think like, hey, it's just the mere entertainment.
I think.
How do you think we can change the mindset, or what do you think is the cause of that kind of thinking?
Okay, when you take 5 blind people,
okay,
who have never seen anything in the world before, and you tell them, okay, this is an elephant, touch it. When everybody touches it, if one of them touches the ear, they'll say an elephant is like a fan. Somebody touches the back, they'll say an elephant is like a wall. Somebody touches the trunk, they say, oh, the elephant is like a trumpet. Okay. So it depends on where you stand. That shows how you build your perception. Okay. We are in the industry, and I know what I'm saying. Look, I've been to places where you can't even move through the crowd. And there are some places where people don't know you at all. Oh, okay. There are places where we go to, and that's why most of my caps I have to be buying new ones, because I throw my crowding cap into the crowd, okay. and people really, like, people are catching on to the culture. Okay. There are people who can rap my songs back to back. Yeah. Yes, back to back. Okay. Don't Judge Me, back to back. Kingdom of Mine, back to back. On the Hill, back to back. Like back to back. All right. So we are having impact, but it's just where you're standing at. If you go to a Amplify concert, you cannot say King's Kid is not having an impact. That's true. If you go to a Vbuqs concert, like the one in Kumasi, you cannot say someone is not having an impact. Yeah. If you go to any of our shows, you cannot say we are not having impact, because people who listen to us come to the shows.
But I know you are saying you are making impact, but people are still saying it's just mere entertainment for them.
Because it depends on where they are standing. Okay. For example, there was a woman. Her name is Rhoda from Gambia. I put in one of my raps. I think, let me try to remember. I said, I'm a pastor with a laugh. I love it when they clap for me, because they love it when I'm acting weird on stage. They love it when I buck up. But was this hyper meant to be? Am I living selfishly? Am I leading people to the cross, or am I just projecting me? Mm-hmm. Rhoda from Gambia, I just hope you see. Every lyrical content is just a reflection of me. The future can decide it's hard enough for me. I just hope to see your candles in loving memories of me. Especially for these songs nobody was meant to see. Kwesi Otin said, I spit lines the future gave to me. I'm a new guy, but they're writing Old Testaments of me. I just hope to see your candles in loving memories.
Dope! G, man.
So Rhoda is from Gambia, and she texted me. This girl was about to commit suicide some time back. Whoa. Commit suicide. And one of my raps that I did, Forget the Swag, with Niso.
Yeah.
She said the song spoke to her in the same light. She didn't give me a whole gist of what she wanted to commit suicide for. Okay. But the song had an impact over her life, and prevented her from doing what she wanted to do. Okay. So if you look from that perspective, it's Kevin P.Y.'s music making an impact. Okay. Because it's one soul at a time. Okay. You cannot measure impact based on what the world is doing, because we are different. Okay. And that's the problem. People are trying to say that, okay, and these people are doing it like this. We are different. The culture is different. The kingdom is different. How we see things are different. Our impact to the world is different. And our yardstick for success is different. Okay. So you cannot say we've not been making impact and it's just entertainment. Right. What about people who have been healed? A woman had cancer. One of my administrations at CFC, Was it CFC? I've forgotten. I think CFC. We finished ministry. Somebody texted me after the show. She had breast cancer on her left breast. She was healed from that ministration.
Okay.
Bless my hustle. Remember that song?
Okay.
Remember that? Every day you're not the sun. Forget square meal, you just want to feed your son. Oh yeah. Trot to sec, oh yeah, low tea bread, where your co say, oh yeah, make me go. You just struggle to sell everything finished before the month end, your salary don't finish. But strength shall no man prevail. You can hustle all you want, now Jehovah they go bring the rain. With everybody know my name, with everybody sing my song.
Yeah.
We ministered that song after that day. She sent a text to my manager back then. I think his name was Perry. I can't remember. Somebody on my team. She had breast cancer. She was healed. So can we say it's just entertainment to us when we have a spiritual impact?
Kevin, I would like you to look into the camera.
Yeah.
And change or tell the people the concept behind urban gospel. That is no different from the Joe Metals and the Patience Nyakos and all that.
Yeah. I've seen rappers come and go like they just wheels. They started getting bread, now they put the bakers to their knees. How can I make you see gospel is the song of which you drink? Your loyalty to the game is like Sunday to Sunday, you're weak. DJ Rev started Ambassadors, that group was very sick. Mubi Day, I never told you it was you who mentored me. You should have stayed a little longer, probably stayed a little more, my guy. But when you come back, you would meet an open door. We like rented cars, we keep on coming back. Black is your mental if you're feeling the gospel rap is going down. Joe Metal lit the candle, now we're feeling like we can touch the sky. Gospel rap is built upon the rock, walking rockers now. George Quay, keep your opinions, they're ridiculous. You're talking class, our father wrote the syllabus. Let me stop there.
Man.
Urban gospel is the sound of this season.
One time.
It's the sound of transition. It's the sound of the Spirit coming from heaven. Bible says that all good and perfect thing comes from God. Urban gospel is from God. I said something back. I said 5 years to come, this are the songs we're going to be listening to. And God have empowered people to spread the word through this music, this kind of music. Urban gospel is not a joke. Urban gospel is not a joke.
Not a joke,
like
man.
Kingdom movement.
Yes, sir.
It's the #1 agenda. It's our sunesis. It's the cogitation from which our heart comes from. When we rap, we know what we're saying. We understand what we're saying. We understand the perimeters of which we're speaking from. We understand what we're doing here. Urban gospel is from God. Urban gospel will make impact to the world. And Ghana is going to make impact. And everybody's going to hear us. God bless you.
Thank you. Charlie, I want to ask you one question here. From the time you start till now, do you think it's grown? Because I can, you started, how many years now?
This is my 13th.
13th year. From then till now, you think there are a lot of artists who have been added or something who come through?
Let me give you Joe K.
Okay.
Count. Joe K.
1.
Boydo.
2.
God Day.
3.
Scott Evans.
4.
P.O.
5.
Kofi Option.
6.
Miss Walton.
7.
Look, I can keep counting for days.
Okay.
And these people I talked about have their own fan base.
Wow.
We call them new, but they already have their fan base following them.
Okay.
I'm sure you were at Scott Evans there.
I was there, man.
This guy, this is his first concert.
Dope.
This is
dope.
First concert.
That was his album launch though.
Yeah,
the
this
Glory
is his
album.
first concert.
Yeah.
First concert.
True.
So even the little, let me not say little ones because I'm still young. Okay. Even the, so to say, newly recognized ones already have their fan bases. How much more the people have come over time? Look at the impact King's Kid is making. Okay. They put him on billboards with Joe.
Jeez.
Joe Metal was the artist of the year in Ghana, never heard of. Gospel artist of the year. They put him on the same pedestal with that guy.
Yeah.
And he's making huge impact. Everybody is.
Okay.
Everybody is. Trust me. And coming as well show amazing. He invited Baba Spirits. Like you cannot say we are not making impact. You cannot say that. It is impossible. Can't you see?
Good. Alright. So what's your take when it comes to a gospel artist featuring a secular artist?
There's nothing wrong with it. Biblically.
Okay, so if you are saying there's nothing wrong, I think then do you think you have a problem with King's Kid? King's Kid is said he's not collaborating with any secular artist. Never. He will never do that.
Yeah.
What's your take on? Do you think he's wrong?
When you mention that, because I'm really cool with King's Kid.
No, did you see it on the internet?
Let me say this.
Okay.
Even when it comes to Peter, who was with Jesus, and Paul, both of them had their perceptions when it came to the New Age gospel and grace.
Yeah.
So it's okay to have debates about Christian stuff and all that.
Okay.
When Kiskit said that statement, and I think J Smoke retweeted or shared what he said.
Yeah.
I emphatically said, this is not biblical.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure if Kingskid is explaining, it's going to show me some Bible scriptures that, but from where I'm looking from, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And then let me go into Bible with you.
Okay, sure.
First of all, we must understand what is called secular.
Secular.
Secular means something in the world.
In the world.
Not off the world, something in the world. So for example, if you're an engineer, that's a secular work.
It's secular. Even what you're wearing is
it's
secular
shirt.
Yeah.
And because that is a secular work, so does it mean that if you're a Christian doing a secular work, you're a sinner? No.
True.
So for example, in the secular music, we have profane music, we have music about politics, we have music about love, we have music about inspiration.
True.
That's one side.
Yeah.
Now, as a gospel artist is somebody that speaks the word of God through music.
True.
Understand? Speaks the word of God through the music. So it's not about even the vessel, it's about the message.
The message, yeah.
So gospel music is not the musician, it's the message
he speaks. Okay.
So for example, we see Jesus Christ at the well, and this woman was, so to say, a promiscuous woman who have gone from husband to husband, man to man. Okay. And Jesus Christ meets her at the well. And after Jesus Christ spoke to her, he said, you've been with 5 men and you are with another one right now. Okay. A woman who was a sinner went into the city and called a crowd to Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So you must see that the gospel was spoken through the mouth of a sinner. Okay. So it was the gospel she spoke. It wasn't even the person.
Okay.
Let me take you to the Old Testament. This is the New Testament. I'll take you to the Old Testament. Right. Bible says that when the prophet was about to go and curse the people of Israel, an angel of the Lord came in front of the donkey and spoke to a donkey. He spoke the word to a donkey. So if God could speak to a donkey, how much more a vessel, a human being? True. So somebody, I remember 2 years ago, when I was posted from one branch to the other, I've been in ministry for 7 years now, but I really didn't know what God wanted me to do when it comes to ministry. I have a friend, he's my best friend, kind of my best friend now. He doesn't believe in God. Okay. He doesn't believe there's God. He doesn't believe in spirituality and all that. I was sitting in the car with him and I've been fasting for days. I said, God, speak to me. What do you want me to do? Now this guy was sitting in the car, then looks at me and said, Charlie, I'm just feeling like the way you rap and what you do. He said, I think you are meant to bring people from the streets to the gospel music. I looked at him. I said, God just spoke to them. Yeah. He didn't know God, but the message was separated from the vessel. Now, if a secular artist wants to feature you on a song and the message is about the gospel, you have to do it. Okay. Because it depends on the content. Now, for example, Nicki Minaj featured on a song with Tasha Cobbs. Yeah. Now you must understand that what happened in the realms of the spirit was that we were moving kingdom-wise into the territory of Nicki Minaj. Yeah. We were moving from the territory of just the churchy territory. We were taking the gospel into the streets. Okay. Because there are some people who will listen to Nicki Minaj and wouldn't listen to Tasha Cobbs. True. But what happened is that we were able to buy into
the fans of
Nicki Minaj. True. And I won't be shocked if many people were saved.
That's true.
By that song.
Okay.
So you cannot say if a secular artist wants to feature me. It depends on the message he's giving out. If he's about to sing about women's boobs and all that, of course you cannot be a part of that. True. But if he's singing about Christ loves you, so you can live again. Right. Don't commit suicide. Right. God is still with you. Sure. I will jump on that message right. So because it's a message from the Spirit.
You think Kingskin made a mistake by making such a statement on radio?
I think it was his perspective.
Okay.
I think it was his perspective. And I feel from my perspective, and there's also something called the intuitions and the ministry of the Holy Spirit. Of course, definitely you have to hear the Holy Spirit when he's talking to you, what to do and what not to do. And for me, it's going to be the message. Okay. It's going to be the message. If I'm even bringing a secular artist on board, of course you have what's his name? this guy that came to Ghana recently, King's Kid's friend from London.
Oh,
Truth Kid or something Kid.
I forget his name. Anyways, you just continue.
And he was sharing the testimony some time back, and he was sharing the testimony about how a secular artist wanted to put him on the song. And he said, this is what the secular artist said. He said, yo, I want to put you on the song, but I know you're doing gospel. But what we do is that I will make sure that the message, you control the message. Yeah. You tell me what to write. If I go wrong, tell me what to write. This is what he's saying. Okay. He's saying that I'm ready to put my beliefs under what you believe in. I'm ready.
That's God working.
Yes. What I believe in, I'm ready to put it under what you believe in for us to pass a message.
Wow.
And that's the perspective we must see from. Now, there's no way a secular artist will want to put a gospel artist on and he will expect you to sing about some things. Yeah. Obviously.
True.
So we are just winning souls.
So as you can hear, Pastor Kevin Pure is saying there's absolutely nothing wrong. A gospel artist featuring a secular artist.
Depends on the message.
Depends on the message. If it's the word of God, come on, you can just jump on it. And so Kevin, please, your last word before we leave here.
Kingdom of Mind is out today. Today is 27th of May.
Man, I forgot to share, man. He just released a new banger, Kingdom of Mind.
Kingdom of Mind is a kingdom movement. I've been preaching the kingdom for a long time now. It's not just a song to me. Kingdom of Mind is my baby. It's like the cogitations of my heart. It's the soonnesses of my spirit. Like when I wake up, I'm thinking the kingdom. Bible says that when Jesus Christ came, he preached about the kingdom. When he died and rose, he came to preach about the kingdom. Acts chapter 1. He came to talk to them about the kingdom. It means that it wasn't a mistake. Even when he died and saw divinity, he came back to talk about the kingdom.
Okay.
Kingdom is the culture. It's the culture of heaven on earth. Bible says whatever you bind on earth is going to be bound in heaven. What you lose on earth is going to be loose in heaven. What is the culture of heaven? We have to bring the culture of heaven on earth. And that is the kingdom. Do you understand? It's the kingdom. How the kingdom perceives, how the kingdom sees, how the kingdom thinks. What's the culture of the kingdom? So that's why I brought out this song again, and I put a lot of 3 really cool artists on the song. Okay. Option to me is my best rapper at the moment right now. I love Option so much.
Shout out to Option, man.
Pio is on the song, another amazing artist. He's on Rep Jesus Entertainment too. Pio is on the song. Bella 360 is on the song.
Okay. Before we go, I'd like to do this. Name 10 urban gospel artists in Ghana you listen to every day.
Okay. I listen to King's Kid, Shoe Shine.
One.
Shoe Shine inspired me a lot.
Alright.
I listen to a lot of Regardless.
Okay. Big rapper.
Regardless. If you don't know him, I don't know where you are.
For go find him, Google him. Regardless, man.
Regardless. I listen to a lot of Regardless. Bless Me, Do Me. Out of Coverage Area. I listen to a lot of his lyrics. Noah Trump.
Young rapper.
Noah Trump.
True.
I listen to a lot of Noah Trump.
That's 3.
Right. I listen to Something Out of Me, God Day.
God Day.
I listen to God Day. Right. SIS, I feel he has the best delivery.
Yes.
SIS has the best delivery when it comes to rap. He knows how to deliver and create motion with his words. Right. SIS, that's 5. I listen a lot to this guy, Pio. I listen to Pio. I listen to Kofi Option.
Okay.
Kofi Option is just crazy. Like I listen to Siso. I just released another one, Reconcile or something like that. Amazing song. I listen a lot to Olade. Okay. When I want to dance, it's Olade. Yes, Olade's Kanti. He has vibe. He has creativity on the beat and all that. Olade is mad. I listen to what's this girl's name? I don't know if she's doing urban gospel anymore. Edna.
Oh, Edna, okay. Edna the rapper.
Yeah, I listen to Edna the rapper, some of her old songs. And last but not the least, I think I'll go with
Shady, true. Mr. Kofi.
Yeah, Shady. Yeah, I listen to his music.
So, Pastor Kevin Pure, it's been nice having you. But before you leave, we'd like you to give us your shout outs. Anybody want to give shout outs to?
I want to give shout outs to my management, holding me down. Thank God for the release of Kingdom of Mind. Right. Give shout outs to all the DJs playing the song. DJ Paloma, DJ Pascal, Crucifix, Pastor Isaiah, Fifi Forcing, playing a lot of La Famille songs, Fifi Forcing, Sonny FM, Sweet Melodies, Prisla from Cross Effect. I appreciate you, Top Radio, Lady Reverend, DJ, is it Eugene, the girl?
Yeah, Eugene.
Eugenia, amazing young and DJ doing amazing things. I want to thank the radio stations, the bloggers that carry what we do. God bless you so much. Without you, we can't do. For example, I release Skin on My Mind and I'll be home all through the day. Everything we're doing is on the phone. And bloggers are taking it like personal
boom, boom.
And everything. Shout outs to Pop Chapel, shout outs to CY, shout outs to La Famille. There's this group I need you guys to listen to, La Famille.
Okay.
Amazing group.
Alright.
That's the group we sang on
go,
the hill.
Go check it. Go check them out. Yeah.
That's the group we sang on the hill.
Alright.
I don't know if you listen on the hill.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Forgive.
On the hill. We've dropped it, but it hasn't really penetrated into the urban gospel world. Okay. So go check out La Famille. Shout out to Kevin. God bless you, Pastor. One time.
Okay, so thank you very much. I think now you've changed your mindset about the whole thing about urban gospel. This is just the part 1 with Pastor Kevin PY. Until next time, subscribe, share, comment, and tell other people come watch me. Thank you very much.
One time. God bless you.
Cool. Good.
One time.